Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be ranking every kill in Terrifier 2016. Before we get into the video, I did want to say that none of the clips in this video I own. I'm getting every single thing in this video from HorrorNet. I'll add them in the description below, so let's get into the video. Okay, before we start the actual tier list, I have a bonus kill because they didn't actually get killed. They were revealed that they were still alive in Terrifier 2. And that is the eye gouge scene, which is the first scene in the movie, where Victoria gouges out the eyes of the lady reporting her. So, with that out of the way, let's get into the actual ranking. For number 9 on the tier list, I'm gonna have to put the coroner. So, they didn't actually show him dying in the movie. They just showed it cut off before they could actually get the kill, because at the beginning of Terrifier 2, they showed the coroner getting killed, but he was strangled by Art the Clown. There's no graphic violence shown. There's no blood. There's nothing really. It's a very mild scene, so that's why I have to put it last, because this movie is just filled with such gore, so I didn't want that to be any higher. For number 8, I have Art the Clown himself, which did get revived later in the film, which is another reason why he's so low. But he actually shot himself in the face and was later revived, obviously. But it wasn't a super graphic scene. I'll probably play it on screen right now, but it was not graphic at all. Just he shot himself, there was blood all over, and yeah, it was a really simple kill. Nothing much to it. Alright, for number 7, I'm gonna have to put Tara. And the thing is with Tara, it was actually pretty sad because I thought she would be the kind of final girl in this movie. She was not. She died pretty much midway through the movie, and yeah, it was a very simple kill, wasn't too gory. Got shot in the face like 7 times by Art. He way overdid that, but yeah, it was not that exciting of a kill at all. I was very disappointed that she didn't last longer, but kind of showed that they aren't scared to kill any people, and they're not gonna attach the viewers to any of the characters like that. For number 6, we have the cat lady. And I think she would probably be top 3 on this tier list if any of what Art did to her was actually shown on camera. But nothing is shown on the camera. She is scalped, which, again, you don't see. She actually is, like, skinned alive, and he's wearing her breasts on himself when he's walking around after, which is very disturbing. I don't think I'm going to show that, but she's just laying there skinned. It's implied that she bleeds out after. It's pretty disturbing, but yeah, she was crazy. She had like a baby doll that she thought was a real baby, I think. It was a pretty creative thing. I really liked the idea of skinning her and scalping her, even if they didn't show it, which I do kind of wish they did, but that is fine because it was still a good kill. Number 5 is the classic jack-o'-lantern scene. The guy Steve, he works at, I think it's a pizza shop, maybe. At pretty much the beginning of the movie, Dawn and Tara walk into the thing, and Art's messing with them. Tara's kind of scared of him, and Dawn's just taking photos of him, really annoying him.
Thanks.
I think is why she got the, hint, one of the worst kills in the movie. But yeah, you don't actually see him get killed, but you do see his face, and he's just a mangled jack-o'-lantern head. He was decapitated, and it terrifies Ramon, which is the other guy there. But yeah, pretty creative kill. I really liked that kill. I thought that was a really good thing they put in the movie. For number 4, so we're getting down to top 3, but for number 4, we have Mike, which is the janitor in the creepy old building that they're in for a large portion of the movie, actually. I really liked Mike. I wanted him to survive, but, there's no way he was going to survive. First, he got bludgeoned in the head by, I think it was a hammer or an axe or something like that. It just got right in his forehead, and I think that big bald head of his, I think he had a really strong skull, and I think that's what kept him alive. But yeah, he did not die there. It gets worse, so he survives longer, and he's trying to help Vicky get out, but Art, he hits him over with this big, I don't know exactly what it was. It was something, but it was a big thing. He hit him over and he fell over, and then he smashed him with it, and then he stomped him in the face a few times, and it was pretty gory actually. His whole face exploded, and yeah, that was pretty intense, but still not terrible. None of the kills really get too bad until you get down to top 3, unless I'm just desensitized by, one of the kills in this movie. Another hint. So the reason I'm doing this tier list now, by the way, is because, Terrifier 3 just came out, such a good movie, but I wanted to do a tier list of every single movie, and I thought I'd start with the first one for the first video on this channel. Okay, but now let's get down to top 3. These are some very gory kills. I think I'll show most of the clips, but number 3 is Will. If you don't know who Will is, he is the friend of the janitor there, I'm pretty sure, and he comes in. He can't even get into the building before Art comes in behind him, and he stabs him in the top of the head, and blood sprays everywhere, and then his head, it gets chopped off by a knife very slowly, like, it just gets, like, sawed over, and then he snaps his neck back. It's insane. But to make it worse, and this was actually a super funny clip, is he kicks his head to the side after he's done with him. So I think Art's getting pretty sick of these people. By the end of the movie, you can see his facial expressions get, like, really angry. But our super creative kill, I really liked that one. For such a small character in the film, which is Will, I was surprised that they made such a gory mess out of it. Alright, for number 2, we got Ramon, which is the other pizza shop guy. He's just minding his business. He's a chill dude. But then, he gets shown the jack-o'-lantern face by Art, and then his hand gets chopped off, and then he's, like, stabbed in the cheek, which is actually a pretty violent by itself. It's pretty grisly, but he then gets stabbed in the face, like, 10 times. I think Art uses his supernatural powers to keep him alive so he can, like, feel the pain of that. But, yeah, that was a pretty insane scene, I'll say that. And for such early in the movie, I was surprised they put that much in it. But I think they're just kind of ramping you up for what's to come, which is number 1, which I know you all expected this one, which is Dawn's kill. If you don't know who Dawn is, she's Tara's best friend, and she did not deserve what happened to her. If you've seen any interviews, you know that the actor of Dawn had to be upside down for hours, up and down, because it's dangerous to stay up that long. And she just had to be in this really cold, abandoned, creepy place upside down, topless, which, that sounds terrible. So I do feel bad for her, but I think she wanted to go all out with the film. Okay, so the actual kill itself, he hangs her upside down, topless, with just underwear on. Okay, and then he rips her underwear off, and nothing is shown in that part, but he then saws her from in between her legs all the way down to her face, and it's quite a simple kill if you think about it. Yeah, quite a simple one, but they just make it so grisly and detailed. I do think people exaggerate a little bit. I know it's definitely a pretty insane kill, but I wasn't really affected by it. I thought it was, like, insane and funny that Art was just jumping up and down while killing her, like he was having the time of his life, and he made Tara watch the whole thing. It was a pretty disturbing scene, but once you know the behind the scenes of these kind of movies, it kind of ruins the immersion a little bit. But yeah, that scene was so freaking insane. I can't even describe it. But it gets worse in Terrifier 2, and next video will be the ranking of every kill in Terrifier 2, and I am so excited to make that. If you guys enjoyed this ranking, then I'd really appreciate it if you liked and subscribed, because that helps a lot, especially for channels that are just starting out. The movie and the clips I'm getting from will be linked in the description, and I hope you all have a good day. Bye.